exciting fixture between these two teams. We're in Group D. We're in the second phase now of the World Cup qualifier games. The host, Kazakhstan, are sitting top of Group D with 2 wins and no losses. They're playing very impressively as they came out with victories against Qatar, and most recently Iraq. Well, for Iran, quite simply, the story is a bit different for them. Tonight is a must win for Iran. And we are talking about one of the favorite teams here in Asian basketball. Other fixtures you can see today, Iraq will take on Qatar, while on the 25th, Kazakhstan will take on Qatar themselves, and Iran will go up against Iraq in what they hope to try and get back some revenge and get back a crucial victory where they lost 74-66. It was a very tough encounter. Well, ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, you can download the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 mobile app. It is free, and basically it is brought to you by Tassut. And what you can do is customize your experience by one of your favorite teams and players. But as we mentioned already here, you can see the Group D fixtures. Kazakhstan is sitting top of the group, while they're followed by Iraq and Iran. Qatar yet to win in this competition. And what we could see today is we could see the top 3 all go to 2-1 if Iran can come here and pick up a very crucial victory. But Kazakhstan playing some very impressive basketball at the moment, showing that they are a team to mix around with. I mean, the likes of Kolesnikov is their top scorer. He's averaging 17 points per game. Muzagaliev chipping in 12, along with Bajin, who also averages 10 points a game. Oh, Kazakhstan basketball, this would be a big achievement for them if they can go as far as they can here in the qualifications. Because remember, the very thing they have to highlight is in 2007, when they came up short against South Korea in a very close bronze medal game. This would be an excellent chance for them to put themselves on the map. Whilst for Iran, so far their performances, 1 win and 1 loss, would not be what their expectations are. We are talking about one of the favorite teams. Their run began in 2007 when they were champions of the FIBA Asia Championship, in which they won in Tokushima, Japan. They won the competition again in 2009. Remember, by winning in 2007, they qualified for the Beijing Olympics. And they won the competition for a 3rd time in the Manila, Philippines. So they know tonight is a must-win. There's no other expectation. And there's Mr. Favorite himself, Ahmed Haddadi, one of the toughest players in Asian basketball. He's had a very well-respected career, and he's expected to lead these boys and lead them on the way tonight. And, you know, standing at 7'2", 7'3", he's a nightmare for any team to guard. We've seen that in previous FIBA Asia Championships. In the finals, when they beat the Philippines, it was just a very big ask for them to go up against.
The team of National Basketball of Republic of Kazakhstan.
Представляем вашему вниманию состав национальной сборной Казахстана.
With number 1.
Номер 1 Денис Дегтярев.
If you look at these two teams and the way these two teams play so far in this competition, Kazakhstan in their first 2 games have been shooting very well from the 3-point line, almost 40% in the first 2 games. Iran not having quite the same effect. And of course, the free throw percentage is going very well in Kazakhstan's favor. And then they will be a little bit undersized compared to the Iranians, but for them it's about getting out on the break, playing together. They've got to do their best to control the rebounds, because with the likes of Ahmad Haddadi in the low block, it's going to cause all sorts of problems for them. They'll never count them out. They've been very impressive. They're only 40 minutes away from picking up a 3rd in what could be a crucial win. It's a big job they got tonight, and they got to get it done.
Номер 31 Анатолий Колесников. Главный тренер команды Михаил Карпенко.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthems. Please start with the anthem of Islamic Republic of Iran.
Please remain standing for the national anthem of Kazakhstan.
Al endi Qozog'iston Respublikasining әнұраны. The referees for the game are Crew Chief Rabah Najaim, Lebanon.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we just witnessed two wonderful national anthems of these both proud nations. And they exchange gifts and pay homage to one another, but we are only minutes away from tip-off here at this Group D fixture of the World Cup qualifiers between Kazakhstan, our hosts, and Iran. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you are keen on your social media and want to connect with our competition, anything you post going for your nations, remember, hashtag #ThisIsMyHouse. If you're at the competition tonight, if you're here with us, and you're watching on TV, remember, anything you tweet at hashtag #ThisIsMyHouse. And we're just going to get set to introduce the starting lineups for both of our teams tonight. Just to give you a little bit of information about our venue tonight, we are in the Sarayaka Velodrome. That is usually a cycling racing track, but also the home of BC Astana. Mr. Haddadi is getting ready for game time. We're in the capital of Kazakhstan, in Astana. Both their victories have been very convincing for Kazakhstan as they took on Qatar in the first game. They came out winners 82-70. Very impressively, they came out with quite a close victory. But we'll just introduce our officials tonight. I have Rabat Nojem, Imran Beg, and Sicilian Victor. We're very proud of the officials we have tonight, from the countries of Lebanon and India. Well, a lot is to be said of Hamed Haddadi for his big play tonight, standing at almost 7 feet 3 inches. Not to mention, you get the likes of Ashin Sahkarin. This is a very, very good team to look out for. Aslan Kazemi as well. I know he played over in America, but we'll look at the starting five tonight. No surprise to see Hamed Haddadi at the starting lineup in center. Aslan Naini will partner inside with him. It's a very, very big lineup they've gone with. Well, it's all going to be about how much they can get Kolesnikov going. You know, he's the top scorer for them so far. Jagulin as well. They're going to rely on his low post play. Bajin try and run things going from the backcourt, but as we mentioned with Kazakhstan, they've got to dig deep. They've got to play together. They can't fear Iran. Starting lineup, you see Jagulin's going to start inside with Gavrilov, and in the backcourt you've got Kolesnikov, Yagali, and Mirzagaliev. All of these players representing the club of BC Astana, but there's other representations as well. So a lot of these players will be used to this home court, is the venue they're used to playing in. Well, he knows the expectations that come with the job, so Coach Shahintab knows that a win tonight is all he can afford. They don't want to fall to 1 and 2. And they're going to really need to get Haddadi going as much as possible. Well, he's just overreaching his expectations. He'll be very impressed, but you can see that, you know, a third win tonight would really mean big business for them. But Mikhail Karpenko knows that it's a tough test against a team like Iran. Since 2007, been 3-time winners of the FIBA Asia Championship, and it doesn't get any tougher than this. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us. We're set for tip. It's Kazakhstan versus Iran. It's the FIBA World Cup qualifiers of the Asians, and we're underway. Will Iran get the first tip, and they'll just try and get things going. Haddadi just gives it up. Was wide open for 3, takes it, doesn't get it, but you can see doing a good job boxing out the big man, not let him get on the offensive rebounds. It's a good start for Kazakhstan. You can see the home crowd just getting into. He goes pick and roll, and he pulls up from 18 feet off the backboard. He can't get it. And they just fight over the rebound, but it's going to be baseline to Kazakhstan. Just get the ball, and he's wide open. He's got to take the 3, but he won't take it. Gives it up. 10 on the shot clock, shoots it from the baseline. In and out, can't get it. Iran get the rebound, and now they'll break. Mashiaki pulls up on the baseline. In and around, he can't get it. Both teams just struggling to find the form early here. Gets a pick and pop, pulls it out. This time he'll take the high release. They get an offensive board. It's just tapped out of bounds, and Iran will get the ball back. Kazemi just did a good job to stop him from going up with the putback. A little indecisive when he's taking the shot as well. You got to be a little bit more crisp. Haddadi gets into the ball in the low block. This is where he wants it. Gives a dish-off pass. Another kick out. Another penetration kick. We got a 3-ball. It's no good. Iran just going for every offensive rebound, but finally Kazakhstan able to keep the ball alive. Takes it baseline, looking for people open. He can't find anyone. Pulls up for a 3 right in Haddadi's face. It's good! Nails the big 3. Muzagaliev thought about it, saw Haddadi was on him, but he took it in the end. 3 down the other end, and that is nothing but net, and he drains it from downtown. Sets a screen, looks for a wide open roller, doesn't get it, but this time he goes baseline. Another kick out, we got a 3 in the corner. Nothing but net from the corner, tough 3-pointer. That was number 17, Alexander Jigulin. The assist came from Yagali. Down low to Haddadi. Looks for the handoff, but he throws it away. Sloppy play, it's a turnover. You can see, penetrates baseline, finds the open shooter. Just nails the triple, Jigulin. If they can get a couple more looks at that, they're going to be on fire tonight. Muzagaliev heavily guarded, trying to get things going. Takes it down the middle, makes the contact, backs off the backboard. Haddadi with a convincing rebound, and now Iran can break. In and around, goes up, easy finger roll, but he misses it. And now Kazakhstan can break. Pump fakes, tries to go baseline, good defense. Dished it off, nice kick, no foul called. And now we're on the run. Makes the contact, puts it up. It's another missed layup. Iran really struggling on the fast break. And what you can see, Kazakhstan, every time Iran go to the basket, they just collapse. It's a bit of a risk. You leave a lot of wide open shooters, but they go down the other end now. They throw it down low. Kicks it out, takes a long two from 19, doesn't get it. They get an offensive rebound, but there's a reach in and it's a foul. Kazakhstan playing very, very collective and physical basketball. You can see any shot goes up, they're going for second opportunities.
Sajjad Mashehi, number 5, Iran, first foul.
You can see the reach in foul. He's gonna go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. Oh, Anatoly Kolesnikov, the top scorer in this competition so far for Kazakhstan. It's been their best player thus far. We mentioned they really need to get him all the time and space where he can commit, but he's just missed the second free throw. Usually Mr. Reliable, you got to make free throws at this level. You can see there he shakes his head. You never want to look back on a game and think the outcome could have been different. Now Iran going with the dribble handoff. They go down low to Haddadi, kicks it out. In the lane, dishes off. Nice strong play, good move in and out, but it finally gets it to drop. Good build-up play. It was number 14, Nick Karbarami. Just settles the nerves, but down the other end, they get another penetration and kick, and another three-pointer. He's lighting it up. It's that man again, Alexander Jagulin. You can see what Jagulin's doing. Every time he sets a screen, he's not rolling to the basket. He's popping out to the three-point line. And a nice play by Haddad as he dishes it off. And it's a smart play. And they get it to go. What a pass. You saw Sajjad Mashehi go to the basket. And that's the thing with Haddadi. When he gets the ball at the three-point line, he can hold the ball so much higher than his defenders can reach. And he can pick out any pass. And now Sajjad Mashehi is going to go to the free throw line and make it a three-point play. Where he gets it to drop. They get the handoff. Takes it down the middle, gets the dish off. Nice pick and roll play. Goes all the way to the basket. And it started with Mirzagaliev. As he took it in, he went pick and roll with Anton Bykov. Bykov just neatly finished around the basket. Now he's still the ball. They're on transition now. Dishes it up. All the way again. Jagulin lays it up. And Kazakhstan starting to build a little lead here in the first quarter. Iran just moved the ball well on the low block. They get it in the corner. Takes a three. Can't get it. They get the offensive rebound. They got to box out. Oh, it's got to be an offense. Yep, it's offensive foul. Haddadi just gave a nasty elbow there to Jagulin.
Number 15,
you can see it's not intentional. What Haddadi's trying to do is make space for himself, but being so physically imposing. Any shot you take here, you can see he's just trying to go for the ball. They try to gamble on the steal. Now they're outnumbered. It's 5-on-4. You got to shoot it. Top of the key. Bykov puts it up. Can't get it. And now Iran can break. Takes it down the middle all the way in the key. Finger rolls it, but he missed the layup. He draws a foul. Now he's going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Nice play there. You can see it's a strong move. Took it down the middle. Now the problem that Kazakhstan had was Mirzagaliev was in good position. If he just stayed still, he was outside the semicircle. He could have picked up a charge. Well, Mohamed Samad, Nick Kamabarami. Definitely a Very big, physical, imposing guys. He makes a second free throw. If he can get going in the paint as much as possible, Iran a very, very good free throw shooting team. See, they put the full court pressure on Kazakhstan, just able to beat it. Gets a screen from Bikov. They go down low to the big man. You can see the mismatch. Oh, he turns it over, and now Iran can break. Just going to slow things down. This is what Iran wants, to get in the half court, try and wear down the defense as much as possible. They go pick and roll, they kick it out. Baseline, back to Haddadi from 15 feet. Evan Haddadi just nails the 15-foot jump shot. Kolesnikov just gets fouled in the process. And Iran are going to make life as difficult for him as possible. They know he's a top scorer, know he's the go-to player.
First personal foul.
And that's not bad, actually, because any physical play you play with him in the early stages, you can just mentally take him out of the game. So Kolesnikov's got to react better to that. His own best way to do that is draw as many fouls as possible. Kolesnikov shakes and bakes, nowhere to go. Good defense, puts up a tough shot. Good defense from Iran, and now they can break. Takes it in, pushes off, gets away with it, puts it up. He's fouled. Oh, it's a traveling violation. Kazemi just one too many dribbles, should have kicked it out. It's a turnover. You can see he took it in. He got away with the push-off. 3 steps, good call from the official. Definitely a traveling violation. Oh, they come up with a steal. Now they can lay it up, transition all the way. Get the offensive board, they put it back up. No foul call, good defense. Chakunin does well to keep his arms up. They go pick and pop, look like they missed the pass, but Bikov comes up with it. Oh, it's a poor play, turn it over. Had the right idea, but pass was too far to catch.
Substitution for Kazakhstan.
Here's the previous play. There's the missed layup. That's good defense. You can see just stands still, keeps his arms straight. Excellent play by the official, let the game go. Gets him up in the air, pulls up from 15 feet, doesn't get it. Bajan gets a rebound, now Kazakhstan can break. Yagodkin's trying to get things going now at the point guard spot. Takes it in, pulls up from 15 feet. It's good. Nice strong pull up. Oh, Yagali just getting into strong places and getting good looks as well. If you keep doing that, you can stretch the defense down the other end. Kazemi just lays it up off the spin out. Nobody able to stop him. Tricky play by Nick Kabrami. Takes it baseline, puts up, get out of here! Not in my house, Haddadi says. If you gotta go up, you gotta go stronger, because that man's 7'3". There you can see, took it baseline, just thought it was a simple layup, but Haddadi said, no sir, this is my house. And the contingent of fans traveling from Iran showing their support. Oh, too many dribbles, they turn it over. Now Iran in transition, lays it up. No foul call, but they get the fast break to go.
The last minute of first quarter.
Kazakhstan got to be smart with each possession. But we almost turn it over. Physical defense from Iran everywhere, not making the passes easy, but we got a 3 in the end. Short. Gets a screen, down low to Haddadi. Haddadi gets double team, he's got to get rid of it. Dishes it off, good ball movement in the lane. Get out of here again! Kazakhstan respond with a block. Transition, they pull up for a 3. Short. And now Haddadi's going to bring the ball up. Man of many talents, plays the low block, plays the point. And there's a foul. The foul's on the ground. The thing about Iran is, if you make a mistake on offense, they're going to punish you on the break. But then the other problem Kazakhstan is, even if they get it right, Iran still will make them punish, because once they get into that half court, they just wear the defense down. We got a timeout right now as both these teams need to talk it over. Well, the thing about Iran is that, you know, they're gonna so physically dominate in and around. It's very tough for Kazakhstan to get inside the lane and go through the layups. Kazakhstan, every time they get the ball in the paint, they're always looking to kick it out for an open shooter. It's not just Haddadi that's their physical presence on defense as well. Some of the other players they got to go up against. Kabarami stands at 6'6", but you can see he's out in the break right away. So far, these two teams really starting to just battle it out. For Iran, it's just a matter of getting the right looks and getting the open shots. You can see they're going through the motions very comfortably, but we did say they stand very much more physical and more imposing over the Kazakhstan players. But credit to Kazakhstan, they're playing with everything they got, moving the ball well. And for them, it's just really about trying to find an open shot, because there's not a lot they can get going in the paint. Iran stands very, very physical and very imposing in the defense. I wouldn't be surprised to see Iran go to a 2-3 zone at some point. A few seconds left on the clock. And that is the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen, as Iran fail to capitalize. I'm sure they were aware how much time was left on the clock. But at the end of the first quarter, they're up by one. They're going to want to talk about run their offense and probably try and get better looks, because they really, really should be winning this game by a bit of a bigger margin. Kazakhstan has shown a lot of heart. They've shown a lot of desire. Remember, they are top of the group here so far. They picked up victories against Qatar and Iraq. And Iraq, who beat Iran in the first round of the qualifiers. Iran's top performers in the point guard, Sajjad Mashieki, running the show. Kazakhstan doing not too bad a job of penetrating against the Iran defense and looking for open shooters. Iran, you can see what's happening to Kazakhstan every time Iran penetrates. They just collapse on defense. They double team at all costs. Anytime Haddadi catches the ball, he's got two Kazakh defenders all over him. So Iran, they've got to move the ball quickly as well, because any chance Kazakhstan gets, they're going to get out on the break. They've had a little bit of success so far with the penetration and kick. You see Alexander Jagulin's already got 2 3-pointers, getting 2 good open looks, and they're going to begin the third quarter. And Jagali gets the ball inbound to Yagodin. Yagodin goes pick and pop. Bajan. They almost come up with a steal, but it's a foul. Iran's defense so physical. Hands in the passing lanes at all costs. They want to get out on the break as much as possible.
Number 7, Aren Davudi, first personal foul.
There's the reaching right there. It was good defense, but that slight little reach just cost him. Takes it baseline, puts up a floater. Kolesnikov finally gets one to drop. He took it in the lane. It's a beautiful little floater. Down low to Haddadi. This time, no double team. Finally comes, goes baseline, wide open, and he just dunks it. Kazemi wide open. That's what happens when you go over and double team one play. There's going to be one wide open. Kazakhstan got to be aware of the mismatch. Takes it in, kicks out in the corner. They turn it over, another steal. Iran can break. Transition, Kazemi all the way. Kicks it out, good ball movement. They're just going to slow it down. Pulls up, 3-pointer, doesn't get it. They throw it down low. Wide open, oh, he gives up. Yadodkin for 3 in the corner. Doesn't get it. And Iran just keep it alive. And now they break transition, shakes and bakes, tries a Euro step. Puts up a wild circus shot, doesn't get it. Now Yagali can break. Oh, it's a poor pass, a turnover. And now Iran transition, 4 against 2. Give it up, two-time! Threw it down! And that's what we said, they'll punish you. As Aslan Kasemi just caught it in transition, he threw it down. We talked about this, Kazakhstan, you make a mistake, there's the turnover. Now Iran will punish you. 4 against 2, Kazemi, this is my house, throws it down. What a dunk. You cannot make mistakes against a team that fast breaks so well. Kazakhstan, they've got to get the spacing correct as well. You can see on the offense, Anton Bikov in the corner, he was the one who led to the turnover, and he didn't expect the pass. And if you're not expecting to get the ball, it shouldn't be a place where you should be. You got to space out properly. Well, remember, Kazakhstan are without tonight, without Anton Ponomarev, who's been one of their long-standing members of the national team. Started in 2005. He's not in these games so far due to injury. That's a big loss as well, as he scored 23 points in the last game against Qatar. So they are down on the size, but you really, really have to take care of the basketball. You cannot afford to make mistakes against a team like Iran. Now they're going to bring the ball up under the full court pressure. Yadodkin now kicks it out to Yagali. Yagali pulls up for a tough 3, and that's nothing but net. And that's one way to respond, as he ties the game up with a big 3 off the screen. Goes baseline. Oh, it's a carrying violation. Good defense. Maxim Marchuk just forcing him into a carry. And that's one way to definitely get the crowd back into the game. Ugali, he's made 1 3, pulls up from 15. It's good again. He's on fire now. And now he's inspiring Kazakhstan to stay in this game as they're up by 2. Looking for Haddadi on the screen, puts it up. Well, he doesn't get it, but he draws the foul on Yadodkin. And now Hamed Haddadi is going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Well, it's just too simple. There's not a lot of contact there, so he really should be making that. But look at Yagali here, coming off another screen and just pulling up. He scored 5 of the last points for Kazakhstan. And the big man, so influential to what is known as the revolution of basketball in Iran. Remember, first winning gold in the FIBA Asia Championships in 2007. Most recently winning it in 2013. They've been a very, very unstoppable powerhouse in Asian basketball. Yadodkin now looking, no options to go to. The Iranian defense just so physical. Handing the passing lanes, making it tough. Yadodkin, tough 3, doesn't get it. And Haddadi just able to keep the rebound. He keeps it alive, and Iran can break. Lob pass inside. Dishes it off. We talked about the double team, and he lays it up. And that's becoming a thing now. Anytime Haddadi gets a double team, he's just going to give it up to Kazemi. Kazemi just makes the cut, and Haddadi just knows where he is. And Ugali fakes it, goes baseline, in, puts up a wild shot, no foul called. And Iran transition all the way. And he got away with a 3-step layup. You can see the crowd there wanting to travel, but they're not going to get it. Davud Dechegani just laid it up easily as he gives Iran a 4-point lead. And we got a timeout. Well, remember, ladies and gentlemen, anytime you are tweeting about your national team or your favorite players, don't forget to put hashtag #ThisIsMyHouse. Remember, you can also download the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 mobile app. It is free. You can customize your experience by following your favorite teams and players. Remember to push on the notifications as well. You can get video highlights and recaps from your favorite teams and players. But again, Iran away there with a 3-step layup. We talked about this. Haddadi, anytime the double team gets, he knows Kazemi's going to the basket. Kazemi just finishing easily around the bucket. Yadodkin's just going to try and get things going. And now you can see they're going into that 2-3 zone. They're going to try and force Kazakhstan to shoot from the perimeter as Jagulin, 3rd 3, does not get it this time. Down low to Haddadi. The double team finally comes. This time puts it up, misses poorly. They get the offensive rebound. Puts it up, fades away, and 1. And he was fading away to the basket. I mean, that is a tough, tough shot. Nick Habarami No space. He's not even looking at the basket. I mean, he's just putting it up.
Second personal foul.
He's going to go to the free throw line now to make it a three-point play. He does just that. And he builds the lead to 7 points, and the Iranian fans absolutely love it. All right, turn it over again. We talked about the mistakes. Punish time. Oh, he missed a wide open layup. And that is poor. You got to capitalize. And there's a foul. The foul is on number 7, Davud Kigani.
Number 7, Aren Davudi, second personal foul.
That is a wide open layup.
For Iran.
Pana just had it wide open. You got to make that. I mean, that was gift wrapped it for him. Davudi's going to go to the bench. We got another turnover now. Now it's 3-on-2 in transition. Just lost his footing. Looks for Haddadi. Back to him. Takes it down. Back to Haddadi. Wide open. Throws it down. Good ball movement. It was back and forth. Then it led with a penetration on dish to the big man, who just threw it down with a dunk. There you can see that was the low block pass. Put it out. Penetration. Haddadi just went to the bucket. We got a 3 in the corner. It's a big miss. Now Iran are going to capitalize. Kazami in transition, and he's fouled. It's only the third team foul, so the ball's going to be sidelined to Iran. And Yagali's got to come back into the game because
number 25, first personal foul.
Really struggling to get anything going on the offense without him. Lesnikov's been very, very quiet. Tries a lob to Haddadi. In the lane, doesn't get it, gets his own offensive rebound, puts it back up. He doesn't get the bucket, but he's going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots. There you can see he doesn't get the first one, but you know, he's just so tall and so physically dominating that he's able to put the second opportunity up. Hamid Haddadi, what a very long and respectful career he's had, playing in the NBA, playing in China, but also playing in his home country for Petrochimi Bandar Inam. He's represented Iran at all levels of the national team, so he's been their most decorated player. He doesn't get the second free throw. Down low, puts up a fadeaway by Chagulin, can't get it. Bikov just comes up with a loose ball, and Kolesnikov, that's a smart play. We talked about getting to the bucket. And what he's done now is he's going to go to the free ball.
Number 8, Saeed Panaf.
He's going to get the ball sideline now. You can see he's looking at the referee to say, I was shooting the ball. There's the fadeaway from Chagulin. Bikov just came up with a loose ball, and they dish it off to Kolesnikov. No, it's definitely on the ground. Yeah, that's a good call from the official. Chagulin, contact, spins, puts it up, misses a layup. Daddy falls over, gets a rebound, hopefully he's not injured. Good shove to the big man as he catches the low block, they turn it over. Yagali comes up with a rebound. And now they can break. Down low, good pass. Bikov got to finish, put it up. Oh, he misses the jump hook. Kazakhstan failed to capitalize. Again, it's just that physical presence Iran have in the low block that makes it so difficult for Kazakhstan. The penetrating kick out. Takes it in the lane, puts up the floater off the backboard. He can't get it. Bikov comes up, no. Iran don't give up, and they keep it alive. 10 on the shot clock. Down low, the big man, he's got to shoot it. It's a wild shot. And another offensive board. No, this time Kazakhstan finally come up with a loose ball. Now they can break. This is better for Kazakhstan. Oh, it's an offensive foul. Excellent defensive play. And just when they started to get things going, Sajid Mashiaki just stood his ground well. Here was a good penetration, but there was no one to kick out to. Mashiaki, what a great defensive play there to get his feet set. Here he is down the other end, just keeping the ball alive. I mean, that is just effort and hustle. The little things he's given his team that are just separating them from Kazakhstan right now. The game's in their control, that's for sure. So they just need to make sure they capitalize on every error Kazakhstan make. Coming up with a lot of loose balls and a lot of steals as well, but that's just down to the fact that the defense they're used to playing is so physical and so in the face of the ball handlers. You can obviously tell that Kazakhstan really have made the defensive game plan all about Haddadi. Every time he catches the ball, they're going over with double teams. Now, with the likes of Kazemi out there, Iran are figuring it out. Anytime Kazakhstan double team, there's always going to be a man wide open for Iran. These two teams will lighten it up from the perimeter in the early stages of this game, but they're not getting many good looks so far on the perimeter. Kazakhstan almost living and dying by the three, but the defense is so physical from Iran. They're struggling to get open looks. Keeps his dribble alive. Tough shot from 18 feet. Doesn't get it. Haddadi with the offensive board. Goes up. Oh, he missed a wide open dunk. Too casual. Got to go up and throw it down, big man. And now Kazakhstan could break. Kolesnikov crossed over. Too soft. He turned it over. And now Iran could break. Down the middle. All the way. Takes himself off the backboard. Doesn't get it. Now the officials are letting this game go, which is good because you don't want to stop and start too much. Yagali now. Iran stay in that 2-3 zone. Jagulin kicks it out. We got a three. Finally, they get it to go. And that is a big, big three. And it just settles the nerves. Here's Galiev. Been quiet for a lot of the game, but he's cut the lead now to 7. We got a three down the other end. They don't get it. Yagali with a rebound.
The last minute of second quarter.
Pulls up, tough shot, in and out, he can't get it, tough play. Now Iran, with a minute to go, could just slow it down and get into a half-court set. Looks for the roll. Haddadi down low, underneath, he got to go up, but he missed it. It was wide open. That was number 77, Hazandeza Saberi, just checked into this game. Puts up a tough floater, in and out, doesn't get it. Peikoff loses the ball. Now Iran can break. 6 seconds left, last shot, a half, three in the corner, in and out. And then he tries to tip it back, doesn't get it. And at the end of the first half, it is Iran who lead this one by 7 in what is now becoming a very scrappy affair against Kazakhstan. Zagaliev hit a big three for Iran, but they hadn't scored in quite a few possessions. That was the final shot of the first half. You can see Haddadi's about to go, there his hand is. He's going to try and tip it back, but didn't tip it strong enough. Well, Iran playing very casually, very cool. It's costing them at some points. Haddadi had a wide open dunk under the basket. He should have thrown down, but Kazakhstan just causing a few problems for them. The officials have been fantastic, letting this game go. Letting them have some rhythm as well, which is brilliant. Remember, Kazakhstan are top of Group D so far. They've beaten Qatar and they've beaten Iraq, and Iraq did beat Iran as well, which was a big game for them. Just a little information about this competition. You can download the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 app, which is free, which is brought to you and presented to you by Tissot. Customize your experience by following your favorite players and teams in the World Cup qualifiers and the soon-to-be 2019 World Cup. Push on the notifications and get updates with live videos and highlights. Well, here are some highlights from the first half, but don't go anywhere too long, ladies and gentlemen. Go get a drink, go get something to eat, but we'll be back for the second half of this FIBA World Cup qualifier between Kazakhstan and Iran.
Вручаем по мячу, каждому по мячу.
Әрбірлеріңізге бір топ береді. Сіздердің мақсаттарыңыз осы жерден кірден гол соғу. Сол жерден кім соғар, сол келесі өтімге өтеді.
Итак, правила очень простые. Вы будете бросать по очереди. Те, кто попадут с трехочковой зоны в корзину, остаются здесь. Кто не попадет, выбывает. И так мы будем до одного победителя. У нас первый участник Нурдулет. Как зовут его, узнать? Нурислам.
Нурислам бірінші бастайды. Дуға шабақтарыңыз.
Так, нет попадания.
Жетпеді. Сіз келіңіз. Атыңыз кім? Айлин, сіздің кезегіңіз. Қаттырақ лақтырып көріңіз.
В нашем розыгрыше все равны. Мужчины, женщины, взрослые, дети.
Алихан. Алиханға дуға шабақтарын оны көрейін.
Ах, почти.
Как вас зовут? Алексей, давайте же поаплодируем Алексею, его очередь. Увы и но у нас есть следующий конкурсант, ваше имя? Роман, давайте же поддержим Романа, может он попадет.
Есть, и у нас есть победитель, единственный участник, который забросил мяч в корзину. Давайте Роману еще дадим аплодисментов. Он пришел поболеть за команду и получает подарок. Давай, этот телефон твой, мы просим тебя пройти к представителям федерации для того, чтобы зафиксировать твой выигрыш. Сейчас, вот, проходи. Ну что же, а вам мы говорим огромное спасибо, ребят. Обязательно приходите 25 числа. Мы напоминаем, что организаторы игр квалификации FIBA, Национальная Федерация баскетбола Республики Казахстан, при поддержке Национального олимпийского комитета, Министерства культуры и спорта Казахстана и акимата города Астана. Также мы хотим выразить благодарность спонсорам и партнерам проекта, а именно нашему генеральному спонсору отборочных игр на чемпионат мира по баскетболу 2019 года, компании Медикер Спорт, спонсору мероприятия, акционерному обществу Казахинстрах, партнеру Ваде Туран, именно ее сегодня пьют наши спортсмены, и также выражаем огромную благодарность компании GB Media Consult за сопровождение в вопросах промоушена и графического дизайна. Также напоминаем, что лучшему спа-центру столицы Kazakhstan Fitness за неоценимую поддержку и замечательные призы. Напоминаем, что Kazakhstan Fitness дарит 3-месячный абонементный комплекс самому результативному игроку по итогам матча с Ираном и Катаром 25 февраля.
papers, bottles, mollies, all this, let's get started. The bigger the bill, the bigger you ball, the bigger the watch, the bigger the car, the bigger the star. The bigger the chain, the farther you go, you already know. The bigger the bank, that's more hoes, nigga. And now to spend $250,000 on clothes, copping the most schools and putting foreigns on the road. Real talking, if my fuel getting low, I roll up another joint, take a shot and reload. Pow. I be everywhere, everybody know me. Super, super fresh with a dope styling. Honey on my wrist, couple carrots on my neck. G-Bonchi, keep the chickens in check. All these car keys, drive the chickens to my crib. True heel, got the body sleeping on my bed. She give me IQ, that means she in the head. I just give her beats, I don't give a bread. Cause we be in the club, bottles on deck. Goddamn it, I'm feeling myself. Cause I'ma get it up, and I'ma throw it up. Like goddamn it, I'm feeling myself. In the mirror, look at me. The mirror be like, baby, you the shit. Goddamn it, you the shit, you the shit, you the shit. Goddamn it, you the shit. Goddamn it, you the shit, you the shit. Yes, sir.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here in Astana, Kazakhstan, at the Saryaka Cycle Velodrome. This FIBA World Cup qualifier match between Kazakhstan and our visitors, Iran. This is a Group D fixture. It's Kazakhstan, who are 2-0, top of the group right now, but they haven't really been in control of this game. And they're fighting for their lives at some points, but Iran, call it casuality, you can call it going through the motions, but you could be ahead in this game by a lot more, but just need to get full steam ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, just to remind you, if you haven't done so already, please download the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 mobile app. It is free and you can customize your experience by following your favorite team and players. Turn on the notifications to receive news and videos matter most to you, along with video highlights and recaps. And that is the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 mobile app. And also, as you can see, if you are tweeting about the competition, please remember to add hashtag #ThisIsMyHouse. These tweets are flying in every second about the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. For Iran, this is a must-win tonight. They do not want to go home with 2 losses so far. As it stands, the only team below them is Qatar. Qatar currently playing against Iraq. And Kazakhstan picked up 2 early victories as they beat Qatar and they also beat Iraq. And remember, Iraq came out victorious against Iran. Iran being one of the powerhouses in Asian basketball, which began in 2007 when they were champions in Tokushima. They also won it in China in 2009, in Manila, Philippines in 2013, where they beat the Philippines in the final. You gotta love the way Iran plays basketball. They're just so physically dominating on defense, hands in the passing lanes. They want to get on the break as much as possible, but they also love to get in the half court. And not everything is played through Haddadi. You know, he gets the ball in the low block, but he's also a very unselfish basketball player that loves to get his team involved. He had a very good 1-2 punch going with Kazemi, because every time Haddadi was getting double teamed, Kazemi was just cutting to the basket as he was the wide open player. Iran, you know, they have their weaknesses. They're not very prolific from the three-point line. They haven't shot too well. They're only 26% so far in the first 2 games, while Jagulin's already hit 2 threes. Here's Galiev, he hit a big one at the end of the 3rd quarter. Kazakhstan still holding on, they're still in there. Rustam Yagali has come up with a few big buckets as well. He's probably been their best player so far in this game. It'd be interesting to see if Iran stay in the 2-3 zone. Well, they got the first possession. As Jamshidi inbounds the ball, and we're going to get things underway now. He gets a screen, he pulls out, and here they go down low to the big man. Spins, wide open, under the bucket, gets a tip back, unstoppable. And you got to put a body on him. You have to come over and double team him. You cannot leave him one-on-one in the low block against anybody, as Haddadi will punish you. And now Iran going to a man-to-man defense. It's different from what we saw in the first half. Jagulin now guarded by Haddadi, looking for a handoff. Gadogan tries a 3 from the perimeter, can't get it. But they get the offensive board from Yagali, takes it in. And there's a foul. The foul is on number 13, Jamshidi.
Number 13, Mohammad Jamshidi, first personal.
Jamshidi, you can see that's the thing with Iran, is they're so used to getting their hands in the lane that sometimes they just make the unnecessary reaching. Gadogan takes it in, puts up a floaty, airballs it. And Kashaki now can break down the other end. Almost turns it over, they keep it alive. Here's the pick and roll now with Haddadi. Cross-court pass down low. They got 6 on the shot clock. Haddadi from 15, doesn't get it. And now they can break in Yagali now. They got numbers. Takes it down the middle. He tried that in the first half. It didn't work for him. And he's tried it twice. He can't do it a 3rd time. He's got to be careful with that. If you look for the foul like that, the referee won't appreciate it. Fresh 14 as Yagali takes it in. He's learned from the first half. Don't go for the layup. Yadogan, deep 3, gets it to go. And that's a big shot. And that's going to keep him in the game. Another backdoor play. Can't keep it alive. Oh, it's got to be a travel. They keep it alive. It's a 6-point lead now to Iran. Looking for Haddadi down low. Gets a double team. Oh, pushes off. Doesn't get the call though. They come up with a loose ball now. And now it looks like Jagulin's hurt himself. Jagulin took the hard knock from Haddadi and he went down. It looked like he rolled his ankle. And they cannot afford to lose him. He's the only player in the low block that can really hang with Haddadi. And that would be a big, big blow if they lose him. Well, no, actually, it's when he came down. You can see he came down, and that's unfortunate, as he just came down funny on Kazemi's foot. So it wasn't the knock from Haddadi. Now they're without him, so there's not a lot they can go with now down low. Yagali in the lane. Puts up a circus shot, turnover, poor play. And now Iran can break. Puts a hand up and turn it over as Kolesnikov comes up with it. Got away with a carry. Thought about the three, but he pulls it out. Kolesnikov, he'll try the triple. It's an air ball. Poor shot. Now Kazemi can break. Haddadi just catches up with the offense. It takes it in the lane, tries a Euro step, puts it up. Haddadi, simple tip back, missed again. And they keep it alive. And now Kazakhstan could break. And we talked about the casuality from Iran. They've got to capitalize. Kolesnikov thought about the three. This time he doesn't take it. And then they go for the ball screen. Wide open, pulls up 18 feet, long two, and he drains it. And that is a big, big shot. So now he's hit. It was Galiev, the last 5 points. And he looks like he's in a lot of pain, but they got no choice. They got to strap it up. They need him in the game. Chagulin, really the only player that can hang with Haddadi. We talked about the double team, wide open. And it's too easy for Iran. If you're going to double team, other players have got to shift and switch. Kazakhstan could probably afford to give up a three-point shot from Iran, but they can't give up the easy looks. They turn it over, and we're on the break. Numbers, transition, Kazemi lays it up, and all of a sudden, Iran are punishing them on the fast break. Just when Kazakhstan builds a little bit of momentum, there's the poor turnover, the reach in, and they're just off the brakes. And Kazemi, 6'6", so lethal finishing around the basket. Kolesnikov thought about the three. He draws the foul on Haddadi. That's a smart move. It's only Haddadi's second personal foul of the game.
Number 15, Hamid Haddadi, second personal foul.
They got 10 on the shot clock, and they have to get a good shot off. Takes it in the lane, kicks it out. Bumps, puts up a wild floater, but it's nothing but net. He's now got 7 points here in the second half. That man again, Rustam Galiev. One-footed fadeaway. In the lane. Oh, he's blocked, but Haddadi gets a tip back. Gets his own rebound, it's too easy. And that's what happens when you don't have Chagulin in the game. We talked about the injury. He's the only one that can really put a body on Haddadi, and that's just too simple. And that's now what Kazakhstan have to do. Anytime a shot goes up, 2 bucks out, puts up a 15-foot jump shot, and he nails it. Gavrilov, who hadn't made a bucket in the first half, just simply tucks it away. Kazakhstan just showing a little bit of heart. Gavrilov, guard Haddadi. Haddadi fade away from 15 feet, doesn't get it. And Kazakhstan don't do themselves any favors if they don't get the rebound when Haddadi's taking a shot. Put up a wild circus shot. They come up with a loose ball. Kolesnikov, transition, makes the contact, no foul called. And it's out of bounds, it's a turnover. That's one thing you gotta admire about Iran is the transition defense is so good. You can see, puts his hands up. Fairness, Yagali should have done better there. And the problem is Yagali's been doing this whole game. He's looking for the foul. It's the third time he's done it, and the referee's just not going to give it to you as Davudi checks back in. He's going to play point guard duty. Davudi back in the game. First three-point attempt, good, but Haddadi, another offensive rebound. It's a bit better. They're moving the ball. It's a good shot, but they don't get it. But again, it's another offensive board. This time, and they make a pay, no. But this time, Kazakhstan come up with it. And after all their efforts, they managed to get a good possession. This time Yagali does get the call, but it's not going to be a shooting foul, so they're going to get the ball baseline. And he just holds on to the ball maybe a little too long. There's where the dish off should have been. Just a simple bounce pass to Kolesnikov.
14, Samatnika Bahrami, second personal foul.
Well, Iran just haven't really been in good rhythm so far. There's parts where they look unstoppable, but then they come down the other end and they just don't make the most of second opportunities. They get all the offensive rebounds in the world. Just got a delay in game. As Navide Niktash, who was once a member of the London Lions in the British Basketball League, checks into the game. French by birth, but Iranian by national team basketball. As Kolesnikov puts it in, puts up the floater, and he just nails it right in the face of Hamid Haddadi. And it's now a 4-point lead. Kazakhstan just not giving up. And there's a foul. As Davudi draws the foul
Number
on Koanov.
6, Shane Koanov, first personal foul.
Koanov, a member of BC Tabol. He stands at 5'11", but he's very quick on his feet to defend, that's for sure. Here's the pick and roll play. And finally they get to Haddadi under the basket, and one! And that's where they punish you. Simple pick and roll play, and all they got to look for is a target, and they got it to the big man. And he just put it off. Now you can see they're going to bring in Bykov. They need all the physical presence they can.
Number 25, Maxim Marchuk.
That play there needed a
second
triple team,
personal
but
foul.
Kolesnikov hesitant to come over and triple team because he knew if he did that, Kazemi would be wide open in the corner for a three. Bykov checks into the game as Gavrilov is just going to go to the bench. He's done what he can. He's played really hard. Now he's got to rotate in his big man as much as possible because remember, it doesn't look like Jagulin's going to be able to come back into the game. So Haddadi makes it a three-point play. And another change as Koanov just goes off and Muzageliev comes back into the game. Now Muzageliev has been the most prolific shooter from the perimeter. He's hit a couple of threes, and at this stage, if you get another couple of good looks without turning the ball over, you can keep Kazakhstan in the game. Kolesnikov all the way, kicks it out, doesn't take the three. Bykov sets a screen. Tough shot, airballs it. Haddadi with a rebound. And Davudi's just going to slow things down here, try and get him into a good offense. In the lane, transition, a finger roll, Haddadi offensive board, and it's up. And it's too easy, and it looks like we got a man down. Here's the penetration, the inside finger roll with the right hand. Didn't get it, but and another block shot. Oh, they turn it over. Davudi, transition. You can see Iran, a very intelligent basketball team. They don't force it on the transition. If it's a good look, they go to it. If not, they pull it out, because that's what they want to go to. Pick and roll, 1-2 with Haddadi. It's good ball movement. Tough shot off the pull up, in and out, doesn't get it. It's not a bad offense. They got a shot at the end of 24. Just didn't capitalize. We got a minute 45 to go here in the third quarter. Well, Kolesnikov thought about the three, but didn't take it in the end. Puts up baseline, tough shot, but he airballs it. Now they can break. Too many dribbles, almost turned it over to keep it alive. Crosses back over, Davudi kicks it out. We got a three ball, in and out, can't get it. And Iran have yet to make a three-pointer here in the second half. Bykov in the low block, kicks it out to Kolesnikov.
The last minute of third quarter.
Takes it baseline, dishes out. It came off of Haddadi. That's the problem with Kazakhstan is
Substitution for
players are getting the
Kazakhstan.
ball and they're unsure what to do, where to pass it, where to shoot it. Kolesnikov's going to go to the bench as Bajin comes back in. And that is tough because it's a good look. It's in and out. It was practically in, but just didn't go in for them in the end. Galiev is going to inbound the ball. The idea to get him in was to get him some good looks on the three, but Gali puts up a deep, tough three. Doesn't get it. Under a minute to go here. Iran can capitalize. Take it to a double-digit lead with a bucket here. Tries another triple. Still can't get it. Galiev gets a screen. Takes it in. Oh, I turn it over. Poor play. We got numbers. Transition. Lays it up. Simple basketball. And Iran now have an 11-point lead. And it's a poor shot. And at the end of the third quarter, it is Iran who lead by 11. In a very quiet third quarter, as Kazakhstan really have made life troublesome for Iran. Iran really their own enemies who just haven't capitalized. Haven't hit many shots from the perimeter, which hasn't made the defense stretch a lot, but Kazakhstan as well, they're just trying to throw everything they've got. Now they've lost Jagulin. Jagulin looks like he's not coming back into the game with an ankle injury. Jagulin's the one player that can really physically stick with Haddadi. It's just been that physical presence. There's really nobody on the court that can guard him man for man. They're trying everything. They're pulling double teams on him. The problem is when they go in double team, there's always another man wide open. This has been very instrumental in Iran's play so far in this game, just getting out in the break. And the one area they're struggling though is shooting from the perimeter. If Iran were to make a couple more shots in this game, they'd be up by 20 points. But Kazakhstan not giving up. They're giving everything at them. They're playing hard. With Jagulin not in the game, there's not a lot of other options they can go to. That is big news. Jagulin looks like he's coming back into the game. Now, how well he can play on that ankle is another question, but if they can get him to stay healthy for the next 10 minutes. And it doesn't look Haddadi's in the game either, so this could be good for Kazakhstan as well. As Yagali pulls up for a three, it's a poor shot. They keep it alive. Pulls up for another deep three, doesn't get it. And Yagali, that's what we talked about, the offensive rebound. Tries to go up and no foul called. Puts it up from 15 and he tucks it away. That's a deep, deep shot from Davudi. Pulls up for three, in and out. Can't get it, but they get the loose ball. Backs down, spins all the way, tucks it away. And that's a big, big shot from Bajin. Shahin Bajin spin the other way, and he just got it to drop. We're back to an 11-point deficit. Davudi takes it in the lane, he draws a foul. And he's going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots. You can see the referees have indicated. And you can see Jagulin just favoring that one ankle.
Second personal foul. Substitution for Kazakhstan.
makes the first free throw. It's an interesting setup they got with him and Sajad Mashiaki. Both sharing the role as point guard, coming in and off the bench. Both players very similar. Mashiaki being the younger of the two. As he makes it both free throws, give him a 13-point lead. Yogali, three, gotta make it. Drains the three. We're back to a 10-point deficit. And here's where Kazakhstan have to play good defense and dig deep. They gotta get boards. With Haddadi not in the game, they can't afford to give up any second chances for Iran. Three in the corner. Finally, they get the perimeter work to go. And that is a big, big triple. And Jashidi just drained it where he's been struggling all night. Three in the corner. In and out, doesn't get it. Yogali can't get the offensive board. And they turn it over. It's a poor play. Kazakhstan are going to get the ball back. There they go with the screen with Jagulin. Cross-court pass. He's got to take the triple. Takes it. Gets fouled. And he gets fouled by Jamshidi. So he's going to go to the free throw line now for 3 free shots.
Number 10, David Niktash, first personal foul.
Well, there's the kick out. And finally, they got the perimeter shot to go. So the foul was off the ball, so no, it won't be free throws, but they get into Jagulin. Kick it in the corner. Badgin now backs down, spins. The defense so smart, just got the reach and they tipped it off him. And Badgin turns the ball over. Jamshidi, what good hat. Well, Jamshidi didn't even touch it. Badgin just lost the ball. And there you can see how frustrated he is. Got to take care of the basketball. Now Kazakhstan just put on a little bit of full court pressure themselves. Three in the corner, doesn't get it. Rebound by Mirzagaliev. Looking for Jagulin. Could have had the lob pass, but threw it. Yogali goes baseline, dish it up, in transition, lays it up. And that's a nice little 1-2 play. As Cheshire back, able to cut to the basket and lay it up. And Iran are gonna have to call timeout. They're probably gonna have to bring in Mr. Haddadi to sort this out. It's a nice cut to the basket. A bit better for Kazakhstan now as they're getting better looks.
به محض اینی که پاسو داد اینجا پیک میده برای سمت میاد بالا. پاس نمیده. شما پاس نمیدی به این. سمت میاد پاسو بهش ارسلان میده. ارسلان میاد بیرون پاسو میده ارسلان. حامد اینجاست پاسو میده بین. بلافاصله ارسلان شوتو میذاره برای سمت. یا یک رو شوترها بمونید. شوت نخورید. رو شوترها بمونید. 13 رو شوترها بمونید.
7 minutes to go. Can Kazakhstan get a few stops and get a few good looks, or can Iran simply just run the clock down? It really is Iran's game to win or lose. You can see the full court pressure now Kazakhstan is going to put on them. Well, they inbound the ball and they break the press very easily. It's Jamshidi just going to hold the ball up. Kazemi throws it down to Haddadi. They kick it out. We got a 3 ball. It's good from the perimeter. And that just might rip the hearts apart.
Youth team of Kazakhstan.
And Kabarami just caught it from the dish from the post, let it go, and it was nothing but the bottom of the net. And we talked about how Iran couldn't make a three-pointer in the third quarter. Well, they've hit two so far in the fourth quarter. You know, if Iran can be a little bit more prolific from the perimeter, there's no reason to say why they can't do so well in the latter stages of this tournament. They've won the FIBA Asia Championships 3 times since 2007. Tough team to play against. Kazakhstan were close to becoming bronze medalists in 2007. They came up short against South Korea. Since then, it's just about finding their identity. The home fans look on nerves. Remember, we're 2-0 so far here in the qualifying group stage of Group D. They came up with victories against Qatar and against Iraq, but Iran, who lost to Iraq, they beat Qatar. Now that they had to come here and they have to win this game, is for sure. They can't go home with 2 losses. Kolesnikov gives up to Yagali. Yagali in, looks for the foul, and he gets it. Couldn't see what the official indicated, so I'm not sure if he's going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots or it's going to be baseline, but here's the strong move. He got around. There's any attempt to shoot the ball there, so that should be baseline. Gave up the 3 again. Kolesnikov looking for Yagali. Got to take it. Tough deep 3, puts it up, doesn't get it. And almost come up with the offensive rebound, but now Iran could just slow it down. Down low to Haddadi, loses Jagulin. Catch and shoot from 15, can't get it. And Yagali now can break. Shake and bake in the lane, kicks it out. Jagulin, he's hit 2 threes. Can't get it, but an offensive board, gotta go up, strong move. And that's a good response there from Kolesnikov. Didn't waste any time. As soon as he caught it, he went straight up. And he gambled on the defense, and now Jamshidi can just capitalize, but they slow it down. 12-point lead to Iran. Down low to Haddadi. Puts up the wild shot, but he gets it to drop. And Jagulin just favoring that ankle too much. He can't put the same pressure on him that he did in the first half. Tough shot from 15, he can't get it. Haddadi gets a rebound. And this is smart from Iran because they're not gonna get a quick shot. They're gonna try and slow it down, get into the half court. Here's the pick and roll play in the lane all the way, gets fouled. Fouls on Jagulin, so he's gonna go to the free throw line now.
Number 17.
Smart play, it's the hesitation. Took it in, made the contact. Now he's gonna go to the free throw line. Oh, Mohamed Samad Nick, Kabarami. Playing very well tonight, 34 years of age, a veteran player. He does have a smooth jump shot, but he just hasn't had enough good looks tonight. So he makes the second, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. It's a beautiful shooting form. And the traveling fans from Iran show their appreciation. Gali tries to go base on reverse layup, doesn't get it. Haddadi just comes up with a rebound by tipping the ball high enough. Haddadi in the lane, all the way up, effortless, and he scores it. And Kazakhstan are going to have to call timeout because right now it's just too easy for Hamed Haddadi. Well, the simple fact is Jagulin's on one ankle. He's hurt his ankle. He came down awkwardly with Kazemi's foot off the rebound. Since then, he's not been able to put the same pressure. And Daddy just goes in and out the lane as he wants. Ladies and gentlemen, we're on the second window of the first round of the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. Remember, it is the top 3 in each group that will qualify for the second round. It'll begin on August 30th of this year. 12 teams will qualify here in the Asian Qualifiers. Qatar doing very well in their other game right now as they are leading against Iraq. They're up 39-32 in the first half. Not as big as Qatar are winless in this competition. Now, Iraq got an impressive victory against Iran. They came here to Astana and they lost to Kazakhstan. So this group is anyone's to qualify. It's Iran's biggest lead of the game. They're leading by 18 points with just under 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Kolesnikov takes it baseline, makes the contact, doesn't get it. Another missed layup. Galiev just putting a lot of pressure. And he picks up the foul. It's only the 13th foul.
Number 10, Rustam Murzagaliyev.
Mashiaki
Personal foul.
trying to say to his teammates, you're not giving me any options.
Team
But
of Kazakhstan have 3 team fouls.
that's what we talk about, the physical defensive presence of Iran. When Haddadi was out of the game for those last 2 minutes, Kazakhstan were a little bit more comfortable and confident penetrating to the basket. You bring Haddadi back into the game and all of a sudden, presence just turns to intimidation. As they get the shot off the air ball, Kolesnikov gets a rebound. And now Kazakhstan can break with Murzagaliyev. Pulls up 3 off the screen, nails it! And he's hit one of those tonight already. That's a big, big three-pointer. We're back to a 15-point deficit. Well, I turn it over. And look, Kazakhstan need to break, and they come with a loose ball, but they just don't want to get out on the fast break quick enough. Love pass, Kolesnikov gets it to drop. And Murzagaliyev, we talked about how slow they were to get out in transition. Just saw Kolesnikov and threw it up. And all of a sudden, the 18-point deficit's down to 13. Iran, very casual. That's good vision to spot Kolesnikov like that. He was just able to catch it in the air and hoop it in. Murzagaliyev, it's not the first time tonight he's caught the ball off the screen and pulled up for a triple. Kolesnikov undersized. He's able to catch it in the air. Just lay it up. And crowd loving the atmosphere so far. This game is not over, ladies and gentlemen. 13 points, not a lot in it. Iran have to be careful. They're getting too comfortable and playing too casual.
دو فول داریم بچه‌ها، 2 تا فول داریم. فقط فول هم نگیرم. بریم برای توضیح خواستم. بریم برای توضیح فول هم نگیرم.
You can see Jagulin half court is still favoring that one ankle. Is it really worth keeping him in the game? And the reason he's in there is to put the pressure on Haddadi that not many players can. Murzagaliyev just gets called for a defensive foul. It's now the 4th team foul now. Kazakhstan cannot afford to get in the penalty in these last 2.5 minutes. And the officials just trying to sort out the timing right so they can go into the last few minutes of this game with the correct time. But you can see Iran just beating the full court pressure too easily. The weak side help in the middle there. Kind of what's killing Kazakhstan. 3 players at the top and the 2 bigs playing flat out. You need 1 big man at the middle to try and intercept the pass because they're chasing the game. Down by 13 and need to come up with as many loose balls as possible. Jagulin's only on 1 leg, so he needs to make sure that when he's not putting pressure on Haddadi, that he's resting. But takes it in the lane, wide open layup, and it's too easy. All the attention was on Haddadi. And Mohamed Samed just laid it up way too easily. There appears to be an altercation between Mashiaki and Muzagaliev, but the referees just get into defuse the situation as quick as possible. He ran up by 15 with 2:17 to go. Now Kolesnikov will try and get it over. Muzagaliev pulls up for another 3. Can he get it? Yes, sir! Third 3 of the night. Back to a 12-point deficit with under 2 minutes to go. It's a big shot. And Iran have got to take care of the ball. There's no need to foul him. Draw him into a bad shot. Takes it in, draws a foul. And that is 4th team fouls, it looks. He's in the process of shooting. Took it in the lane.
Second personal foul. Team of Kazakhstan have 4 team fouls.
Well, he's at the free throw line because he's in the process of shooting. Well, Rustam Muzagaliev, he's averaging 11.5 points in this competition with 3.5 rebounds, but he's having a hell of a game tonight, shooting so well from the perimeter. As Kolesnikov gets a rebound. And you can see they want to get a ball screen as much as possible. Oh, he's got to reverse the ball. Jagulin was wide open. They turn it over, too many dribbles. And now they got numbers 2-on-1. Dish it up, it's too easy, lays it up. And Kazakhstan have got to call timeout. As Mashiaki just did so well to run the break. It was the turnover from Yagali. And Mashiaki came up with the steal and he sprinted all the way and laid it up. And young players watching the game, watch how Mashiaki was below his free throw line. Passed it off to Jamshidi and made every effort to get up the court to make it a 2-on-1. Iran have learned their lesson from when they played Iraq. Now, Iraq have some very good, promising players. You've got to realize that, you know, they've won the FIBA Asian Championship 3 times. They can't walk into every game thinking that it's their game. You see tonight at times they've looked a little bit too casual, but you just only have to watch their basketball and see how well they move the ball, how well they can get up and down the court. The Iranian powerhouse. Basketball began in 2007 when they won their first ever FIBA Asia Championships in Tokushima, Japan. It was led by that man, Haddadi. You got to give credit to all the other players as well. Jamshidi, Davudi. Jagulin gets the ball in the low blocks. He tries to back down, and he turns it over. And here we go again on the break. Minute 10 to go here in the 4th quarter as he ran her up by 15 points. Mashiaki will try the 3. Good night! That is a deep, deep 3. And that just silences the crowd here in Astana as it's back to an 18-point lead. We talked about Iran struggling to shoot from the perimeter, but move the ball well and you get good looks. It's another turnover. The defense just knows how to react, knows how to switch. More importantly, Iran just so methodical on fast break. Euro step in the lane, gets it to go. And again is Mohamed Samadnik Kambarami, who's been so influential tonight. As now Iran have a 20-point lead. And we said Iran love to get out on the break, but they don't force the issue. As Kolesnikov gets the offensive board, reverse layup, doesn't get it. And Haddadi tries to show off his soccer skills. Iran, every time they get out on the break, they don't force it. If they don't have a clear-cut issue, they're going to pull the ball out, and they're going to wear down the defense. And we got a timeout now to Kazakhstan. With a minute down, look like they're heading towards their first loss so far here in the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. They won the first 2 games against Qatar and Iraq. Remember, Iraq beat Iran. It does look like Iran have learned their lesson from their loss to Iraq. Masheki there with a deep, deep three. It was nothing but net, and it was a cold-hearted three. Give a lot of credit to that man. He's been so, so influential. Mohamed Samad Kabarami. He stands at 6'6". He's a big, big guard, just like Jamshidi. And the versatile players. Well, Navid Reza Far is just going to check into the game for the first time tonight. 21 years of age, a young prospect for the future, number 17. Navid Reza Far. Great experience for him to be on this Iranian national team. And hopefully the future generations for more to come from Iran. As Kolesnikov misses the first free throw, but he hits the second one. Been very quiet tonight. Usually a top scorer for Kazakhstan, but just hadn't had it going. There's a foul in transition. So Mashakevi. You can see just a little bit of a reach in on Kolesnikov.
Number 5, Sajan Mashayi, center personal foul.
Try to get the ball up the court. They turn it over again as Mashieki comes up with a loose ball. 2 seconds left, lays it up. And ladies and gentlemen, that will be all she wrote. As Iran are going to come out victorious. At the end of this one, it is Iran 75, Kazakhstan 54. Iran have responded very well. But Kazakhstan succumbed to their first defeat here in the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. Traveling fans from Iran show their appreciation. They absolutely love it. Jagulin, for 3 quarters, did very well to try and contain Haddadi and make life uncomfortable for him. He landed very awkwardly off a rebound and landed on Kasemi's foot. And he had to go to the bench. Since then, he wasn't the same. Great display from Sajid Mashakeki. And not to mention the likes of Jamshidi and Akarbami as well. Aslan Kazemi Naini played very well. And in and around, versatile in the block and on the perimeter. And for Kazakhstan, they did what they could. They tried to hang in there. But Iran just proved to be too physically dominating in the low block defense. The presence was too physical. Traveling fans from Iran show their appreciation. Well, we'll just show you some stats and we'll show you some highlights, ladies and gentlemen, because beginning of this game, it was quite a even affair. Kazakhstan threw quite a lot at Iran. Davudi there, you can see just pulling up. Bajin showing his low close ability as well, but you know, we're forward for these two teams. Iran's goal is going to be now to finish top of the group. It's been their expectation since day one. And Kazakhstan, Qatar, and Iraq, they're then going to fight for those final two positions. Kolesnikov just showing the ability now. Kazakhstan, they tried a lot to go at them for second opportunities, but there was the problem. They really didn't have an answer. They tried double teaming Haddadi, but you know, Iran have a very deep bench and deep team, and at one point they stopped double teaming Haddadi because every time they went for those double teams, Kazemi and Jamshidi would become cut into the basket for wide open looks. Kazakhstan started off with victories against Qatar and Iraq. The next two games will be against Qatar and Iraq, as they take on Qatar on the 25th of February, in a few days' time. While in round 3, they're going to have to play against Iran in the last game. So it is instrumental that Kazakhstan come up with results against Qatar and Iraq. The last thing they want to be doing is having to get a result on the last day of qualification against Iran. Well, they've started out very well with 2 impressive victories, but they know where they're mismatched and where they're up against when it comes to Iran. Well, Iran started the competition, as we mentioned, with an 8-point loss against Iraq, which surprised a lot of people. They responded with a blowout against Qatar, and now with a 21-point lead against Kazakhstan. On Sunday, they will play against Iraq, but I guess they'll try and set the record straight. And he's got a lot to think about, because there are times his team played very well, but there are times they made a lot of rookie mistakes. He's got some good players on this team. He's got Jagulin, Yagali, and not to mention he's got Rustam Muzagaliev, who shot the lights out tonight. Yagali had some good looks as well, but he's got to try and get them to play together. And he's got to have a healthy Yagali, because you know, Kazakhstan, they can get Pomerov back, have a good chance of qualifying to the second round. Lesnikov as well was usually their top scorer. He was very quiet. He's going to have to get more out of him if they're going to get through. Which is interesting, because Kolesnikov usually averages 16.5 in this competition. He had 21 points against Iraq and 12 points against Qatar. Tonight wasn't his best night, but you see, at 2 meters tall, he really found his match when he was up against Haddadi. And the rest of the back in the zone of Iran. And Jamshidi as well, 6'6". It's a big lineup he's got to go up against. He's got to come out and play better. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us. There's more games to follow here in the FIBA World Cup qualifier. Remember, follow us on social media. #ThisIsMyHouse. We'll see you soon for more games here.
Bring back the summer.